the other channel, Larry, because why don't we add the other? That's 973,800. 801, 973,801 plus analytics, lifetime, revenue, lifetime. My man, he's navigating that, circumnavigating. Okay, that is $26,111. $26,111. I'm at $999,912. By the end of this month, I will have made over $1 million that YouTube has paid me. That's in 2.5 years. That's not too shabby, y'all. Right? I'm not flexing. I'm just saying it's possible to make crazy money part-time. Like, if somebody would have told me this, I wouldn't. Like, when I heard this guy talking about YouTube, oh, yeah, there are people making, we help this person make $1 million on YouTube. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, when I first heard something, none of it made sense to me. Okay, cool. Let's go. So you need a suffering sector. You need, how do you make money on YouTube? Here's what you do. You find a big group of people with a big problem, and then you give them some elegant solutions. And they watch your videos, make sure the solutions last for at least 8 minutes. Me, I'm a little loquacious and somewhat verbose from time to time. And so sometimes it takes me longer than 8 minutes, like today, right? Because I'm on point 1, and there's 5 of them, okay? So you need a suffering sector. That's the first thing you need. The second thing you need is you need a superior solution. What does that mean? That means you need to figure out a way to solve the problem of the suffering sector that's better than other people have solved it. Well, I'm a business coach. Guess what was missing in the marketplace? What was missing in the marketplace was a business coach that teaches business based on Bible principles. You say, Brian, why do you teach business based on Bible principles? Because the 2 things I know the most about in life are the Bible and business. And I'm no Bible scholar, but I'm at least a diligent Bible student. And guess what? I found in the Bible a whole bunch of stuff it says about business. So I started talking about it. Guess what? Turns out folk want to know about it. Also turns out that if you don't want to know biblical principles about business, the success that we are having, you want to know it enough so that you'll at least listen to me even if you don't like the Bible. I don't have to become a chameleon. I don't have to try to make everybody like me. Everybody doesn't like me. Some people hate me. I get it. It is what it is. I'm not even trying to change it. I'm just going to show up, shine as bright as I can, and let the chips fall where they may. By the way, who could do that? Everybody watching me right now could do that. So, you need a superior solution. My superior solution was I combined the success I had based with the big biblical principles that gave me the insight to have that success, and I started sharing that content with other people. I decided in 2014, after I had gone through 7 years of drama, trauma, and tragedy, I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I found this King Solomon's business model in 1 Kings chapter 3 and 1 Kings chapter 4 and 1 Kings chapter 10 and 2 Chronicles chapter 9. I'm going to apply these principles to my business and see if they work. Well, they work so well that I built a whole coaching program teaching King Solomon's business model to other people, and we have just under 100 people in that program right now, and it's $55,000 a year. I think I need to raise the price. Anyway, that's another conversation for a different day. A superior solution. Your superior solution must be simple to see. What does that mean? That means when you show it to somebody, they need to have an aha sooner rather than later. Oh, this is different. So one of the reasons we get so many views on our channel is because what I teach lands differently. It's not that I'm the greatest teacher in the world. I think I'm pretty good at teaching. I'm okay at speaking. I'm not one of the best. I don't even think I'm one of the best public speakers. I've heard a lot of public speakers, in my opinion, who are better public speakers than me. But I don't care. I'm not attempting to get a public speaking award, right? But I'm a decent teacher, I believe, of the things that I believe and the things that I know. And so you need a superior solution that is simple to see, so that when you show it to people, they're like, oh, I get it. Like I was with Richmond, this guy I was telling y'all about, at dinner in Idaho, and I showed him this illustration. He's like, I get it. And then he went out and made a $100,000 offer. So it's your ability to take complex things and then simplify a solution that gives people the desire to want to do business with you. So you need a superior solution that's simple to see. A superior, simple solution It needs to be, the superior solution needs to be simple to see, but it also needs to be simple to say. One of the biggest problems I see in business, I coach a lot of entrepreneurs, and they can't even ask a question, get to a point when they're asking a question. If you can't get to the point when you're asking a question, how can you possibly get to the point when you're providing a solution? People say, well, what I do is I help people overcome their childhood trauma that they had, regardless of where it came from, because I had a lot of childhood trauma. Like, nobody's gonna listen to you that long, right? People are not going to listen to you ramble. Nobody wants to watch you think. They wanna watch you show them something simple that you've simplified because you've obsessed over it for a long period of time. And you've taken this really complex equation and boiled it down to its most essential parts. I think you are picking up what I'm putting down. So it needs to be simple to say. Like you have to be able to get to the point. Simple to say, let me define simple to say. Let me give you a couple of ways to make what you say more simple. Here we go. Number one, stay away from industry jargon, buzzwords, and technobabble. Well, I help people overcome their past trauma. I would recommend that you stay away from that kind of language, because trauma is one of those words we all have in our dictionary, but we all have it in our vocabulary, but we all have a different dictionary. So trauma to you is your parents didn't tell you they loved you. Trauma to somebody else is they have PTSD because they were in Iraq and they saw their friends die in war. So I help people with past trauma is not a good way to say it, right? So, like, people say, well, I help people with mental health issues. I would recommend highly that you stay away from industry jargon. Mental health issues. So now in order for you to help me, I have to admit that I'm mentally unhealthy. I don't know you well enough to admit that to you, and I certainly don't like you enough to admit that to you, and I definitely don't trust you not to tell anybody how mentally unstable I am. Say, Myron, what are you saying? I'm saying, like, stop talking like that. You say, what? Okay, like, so you say, well, I help people with their past trauma. What does that mean? It means that if something bad happened to them in the past, I help them get over it. How do you help them get over it? I help them get over it by focusing on, like, the good things that have happened to them in the past and the good things that are going on in their present. Okay, then say that. I help people shift their focus from all the bad things that happened in the past and all the painful things that happened in the past to all the wonderful things that are happening in the present, so they don't lose those and have more bad things happen in the present. Say that. Why? Because they'll know what you mean. The marketplace is not going to stay around long enough for you to confuse them and then clarify. Just clarify it from the beginning. Y'all are tracking. Josh, can you cool it off in here? It's so hot. Maybe it's me. Okay. So, your simple solution must be simple to say. It must be simple to see, but it also has to be simple to start. Because one of the questions people are asking when you present a solution to them, they're asking, is it easy? Does it work? Can I do it? So maybe it's not easy to do, but you need to have an easy on-ramp. You need to have an easy way for people to get started. So for this guy, Richmond, who lives in Australia that I gave this solution to, I gave him a simple way to see it. I gave him a simple way to say it. And I gave him a simple way to get started. And so, like, if you want to make crazy money, you need a simple, superior solution. Or a superior, simple solution. Like, it needs to be simple to say, simple to see. Oh, now I get it. Like, they need to have an aha. Why? Because all transformation begins with awareness. Like, anything that's missing in your life right now, it's missing because you're unaware of what would make it there. Okay. So, it needs to be simple to see, it needs to be simple to say. You need to be able to say it clearly and succinctly, get to the point, use an economy of words, no word salads, dressing or no dressing, doesn't matter. Get to the point. And then it needs to be simple for them to start. If you're giving somebody a solution, they need to be able to get started on it. And when they get started on it, if it's simple to start, they need to get a win fast, right? That's one of the things I love to do when I'm coaching people. I love to give them the thing that's going to, like, move the needle the most in the shortest period of time. Now they've got enough belief to know that this is going to work. Oh, this is why this is working. Yes, this is why this is working. Okay. Now, a suffering sector and a superior simple solution are not enough. Okay? You have to have a sufficient skill set. Now, a skill set is a set of skills. Oh, now I get it. Skill set. Yeah, that's why it's called a skill set. It's not just called a skill. You need a sufficient skill set. You need a sufficient social skill set. See, some people don't do well in business because they are socially inept. What does socially inept mean? It means they are unaware of how they are being perceived. People who are socially inept are unaware of how people are perceiving them. The better your perception of how you're being perceived, especially when you're presenting something, the more likely you are to be able to clarify that thing. I think that former President Donald Trump, I think one of his biggest problems is his lack of perception of how he's being perceived. Like a lot of people say he's racist. Maybe he is. I've never met him. I don't know. I can't say he's not racist, but he doesn't seem like he is to me. He doesn't seem like he's racist to me. I mean, I get people say that, but I've not seen any, I'm not somebody, I'm not wearing a red hat and all of that, but I've been watching Donald Trump since the days of The Apprentice. Like, I had all of the seasons of The Apprentice. I had every episode in fact, I still do, every episode of The Apprentice on DVD, right? Why? Because it was Shark Tank before Shark Tank was Shark Tank. Like, it was a great television show for entrepreneurs. I still remember the very first assignment on the very first episode of The Apprentice. He had these business people selling lemonade on the streets of New York. I'm like, this is one of the most brilliant things I've ever seen. But as brilliant as a businessman as he is, he struggles with perceiving how he's being perceived. And it is what it is. But here's what else I'm going to say. If you have other skills, they can compensate for it. However, they can't compensate for it to the tune of fixing the problem. Would compensate for it even more. So, you need a skill of social perception. You need to perceive how the marketplace perceives you. You need to, when you're like, you need to be able to have such a high level of empathy that you can read the energy of people reading your energy. I don't mean in a woo-woo psychic kind of way. I just mean in a regular, like, everybody has a vibe. Like, if you can't pick up on vibes, then you probably don't give off a good one. How many of y'all tracking? Okay, cool. So, the skill of social perception. But you also need the skill of sales persuasion. This is one of the most important skills in business. And I'm going to say something here that is going to be very, it's going to be like an aha for some of you, but for some of you, you're going to resist it. That's okay. I'll give you time to catch up. Okay, so stop using the word convince as a synonym for selling. Convincing is not selling. Convincing is what people who are bad at selling resort to because they're so bad at selling. What does that mean? Convincing is when I attempt to get you to do something I desire you to do for my reasons. When I'm convincing you, the person I'm thinking about is me. Are you tracking? But selling is persuasion. What's persuasion? Persuasion is when I help you make a decision you already desire to make for your own reasons. That, by the way, I'm going to be very transparent. That's why I titled this video, How to Make Crazy Money Part-Time. Why did I title How to Make Crazy Money Part-Time? Because I already know the two things that you want the most in your life. Most adults want these two things because they know these two things will give them most of the other stuff they want in this life. What are they? Big money and free time. That's what people want. Like, if you're talking about something else in business, if you're presenting a business opportunity to somebody and you're talking about something else, you're talking about the wrong thing. Because everybody wants more time to enjoy their money and more money to enjoy their time. Why? Because most people struggle. They're in one of two categories. Most people are in one of two categories. They have all the time in the world, but not enough money to enjoy it. Or all the money they need, but not enough time to enjoy it. There are very few of us who live in this very small space. Well, it's a very big space, but there's only a few of us in it. It's not very crowded. It's like an underpopulated town when you have all the money you need and all the time to enjoy it. That's what this video is about, how you can do that. And by the way, you don't do that by starting there. I didn't start out that way. When my kids were little, I missed their basketball games and their piano recitals and their plays. I missed that stuff because I was working. You say you missed that stuff because you were working. All you cared about was work? No, I cared about when my children became adults, I cared about providing an example for them that they would want to follow so they could become financially free and do the same thing for their children. And so, you need the skill of sales persuasion. Like, I am very good at selling. You know why? I have a very high level of empathy, and I want for you what you want for you more than I want anything from you for me. That's what makes me so good at selling. Like I really believe that in good salespeople, the primary ingredient is love for your clients. And you love them so much, you would never sell them anything that would do them harm. I wasn't planning on doing a master class this morning, but this is a master class right here. Okay? So you need sufficient skill set. Skill number one, social perception skills. Skill number two, the skill of sales persuasion. Skill number three, the skill of supply precision. If you sell people something and you make them a promise and you don't deliver on the promise, all you've done is lied, you've defrauded them, you've cheated them because you promised them something that you had no ability to deliver on or no willingness to deliver on. So don't raise your prices until you can fulfill on that level of service. Yeah, I said it. I know there's too many con artists out here that you're good at persuading people. No, you're good at talking people, conning people. That's what you're good at. Convincing people that you're going to do something that you have no intention of doing. That's what you're good at. And then you have no intention of fulfilling, and then you disappear. Now, I know there are people in the world that don't like me. I get it. Because I have trolls. Everybody has trolls. If you don't have any trolls, you're not doing anything. Right? Period. Right? But you're going to have to travel far and wide to find somebody that I did wrong. And if somebody comes to me and shows me that I've done them wrong, I'm going to fix it. I'm not going to drag my feet about it either. So, you need the skill of supply precision. You need to deliver on the promises that you make in the marketplace. And when you figure out, you're going to mess up. You do a whole lot of work. You're going to mess some of it up. But when you mess up, fix it. Take responsibility for it. Don't sweep it under the rug. Lead with it. Okay. Then, you need a step-by-step system. A system that's easy to start, some easy steps to start. What are some easy steps to start? Okay, can I give y'all some step-by-steps? You're on YouTube right now. What do you do? How do I start making some crazy money part-time? Well, we sell just in core product offerings. That's products that range anywhere from, on the low end, $20, high end, $2,000. We sell in our business between $100,000 and $200,000 a month, just core products that people buy on a credit card without me having to be there. I wake up every day richer than I went to bed the night before. Here's what I mean. So I woke up this morning. So, well, that's how. So did you. Okay. Congratulations, we're all here. Okay. So today, just $97 sale. Another $97 sale. $97 sale at $524. And I was awake, but I wasn't talking to anybody. I was just getting ready for my cold plunge. $97 sale at $609, $81.98 sale at $634, $29.98 sale at $655, $297 sale at $807, $97 sale at $838, $29.98 sale at $1009. Those are the sales that came in so far today. I don't have time to read the ones that came in to you yesterday. Say, what are you saying, Myron? I'm saying you need to have an easy way to start. All of those product prices that I just named, we pay affiliate commissions on all those. If you would have promoted all those sales, the only reason I showed that to you is to show you people are already buying my stuff. You don't have to go out and create a brand. I've already created the brand. All you got to do is become an affiliate for me. You become an affiliate for me. You tell people, you read my books, you read From the Trash Man to the Cash Man. Everybody that you refer this book to, when they buy this book for $19.99, I'm going to pay you $10. You sell this book for $30, every one of these you sell, I'm going to pay you $15. You can see behind me, it says Make More Offers Challenge, right? Make More Offers Challenge, right? Well, we do the Make More Offers Challenge every month. It's $97 for the general admission. It's $297 for the VIP. It's $797 for the platinum. Guess what? If you sell a ticket to the a general admission ticket, you get half. You sell a VIP ticket, you get half. You don't sell the platinum tickets, only we sell those. But if you, like, I've got an affiliate who makes the highest he's ever made was like $30-something thousand in a month, and he lives in India. Like, what's our excuse? Right? What's your excuse? Not saying India's any worse off than we are. I'm just saying, like, there's no reason not to, like, you can go, all you have to do is go to mmocAffiliates.com. mmocAffiliates.com. Larry, if you can go on a YouTube channel and just post that in one of the comments and then pin it, that'd be great. Like mmocAffiliates.com. You just click that link, fill out the affiliate form, and then you go get your affiliate links, and then you say, hey, I heard Myron Golden talk on this video. You should go buy his book, blah, blah, blah. And you put your affiliate link in there. When they buy the book, our software will give you credit for it, and we'll send you money next month. Like, that's how it works. Okay, cool. So, you need a system that's easy to start. The fastest, easiest way to start making money on the internet is to become an affiliate. And it's so simple. And I'm a fairly sophisticated businessman. I have a business that does a lot of money. My business makes me more money every day than any job I've ever had has ever made me in a year. And I'm still an affiliate for other people's offers. Like, if I can be an affiliate, you can be an affiliate. I'm not too good to be an affiliate. I'm not too rich to be an affiliate. Okay, you get it. So, system that's easy to start. Then you need a system that's easy to sustain. Maybe you want to start a blog, maybe a financial literacy blog, where you start promoting a whole bunch of financial teachers like affiliate offers. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. By the way, for those of you, let me give you all a little warning, just so y'all can know who y'all dealing with. Okay. You cannot start a YouTube channel by downloading my videos and then uploading them on a channel and then using my name. You cannot use my name without my written permission, because my attorneys will sue you. And if they sue you, I can't stop them. That's what we paid them for, right? If you put up a YouTube channel and you go get a bunch of views using my videos that I created, that I spent money on cameras and lights and staff to film, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna send a letter to YouTube, and YouTube's gonna take your channel down. And don't send me a letter and ask me, oh, please, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Go start a YouTube channel that you create. Right? Okay. But you can start a YouTube channel and then comment. You can read my book and comment on my books. But you can't put my name as part of your YouTube channel. My name is my name. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page. So easy to start, easy to sustain. You start a YouTube channel, or you create an Instagram profile, or TikTok channel, or whatever. You can create a sustainable way of promoting your affiliate offers and start making money as an affiliate. Some of the wealthiest people I know, they only offer affiliate offers. That's all they do. Anthony Morrison, Adrian Morrison, they only do affiliate offers. I got a friend named Eric. I won't say his last name because this dude makes tens of millions of dollars a year just doing affiliate offers. Like, there's no reason. Okay, you get it. So it needs to be easy. It needs to be easy to start. It needs a system that needs to be efficient to sustain, and a system that's effectively successful. And I'm telling you, I know for a fact, this is not secondhand information. This is not something I heard somebody else say. I know firsthand that affiliate marketing is effectively successful because I make a couple of $1 million a year selling other people's stuff. Okay. No theory here. No theory on this channel. I don't know any theories. I heard one once, but I can't even remember it. Okay. So then you need a step-by-step system, and then you need successful social proof. Guess where your successful social proof starts? It starts with you. Go prove your solution works. That's what I did. I was my first client. The stuff that I taught, I didn't teach, I just did it. Like, you want to be able to, you want to go start a YouTube channel that people want to watch? Go do something remarkable and document the process. Why? Because documentation beats conversation. Become your first case study. Social proof. So, social proof can start with your success using your solution. So, use your solution to succeed yourself. Maybe you'll come up with a unique way of doing affiliate marketing. I don't know. Maybe you'll use AI to start a faceless YouTube channel. I don't know. YouTube channel that people want to watch? Go do something remarkable. I don't know any theories. I heard one once, but I can't even remember it. Okay. So then you need a step-by-step system, and then you need successful social proof. Guess where your successful social proof starts? It starts with you. Go prove your solution works. That's what I did. I was my first client. The stuff that I taught, I didn't teach it, I just did it. Like, you want to be able to, you want to go start a YouTube channel that people want to watch? Go do something remarkable and document the process. Why? Because documentation beats conversation. Become your first case study. Social proof. So, social proof can start with your success using your solution. So, use your solution to succeed yourself. Maybe you'll come up with a unique way of doing affiliate marketing. I don't know. Maybe you'll use AI to start a faceless YouTube channel. I don't know. Then you spread your solution slowly at the start. Here's why. Because correlation doesn't always equal causation. In other words, you did something, it worked. You may think you know why it worked. But if you teach the same thing to somebody else and it doesn't work for them, it's probably because you identified the wrong things as the reason it worked. Does that make sense? So correlation does not equal causation. So many people think, well, I did this and I got this result, so that must mean this equals that. No, that doesn't mean this equals that. You have to have some tests. Okay. So, you can be your first social proof. Social proof can start with your success using your own solution. Spread your solution slowly at the start. Don't be in a big hurry to go get 100,000 customers, because if you go get 100,000 customers and your product don't work, now you got 100,000 customer service calls you got to return. And then sustain the spread of your solution systematically. Once you find something that works, spread that solution systematically. There's so many ways to spread a solution systematically. Like what? Like social media for one. Like what else? Like write a book. Like what else? Create a course. Like post content on YouTube and have people share it. It blows my mind. Some of you may have seen the interview that the School of Hard Knocks did with me in front of Eddie V's on the 12th of last month, right? This video just on Instagram alone, this video that this kid, it was a minute and 24 seconds. A minute and 24 second video last month on the 12th of last month. Today's the 8th? Okay, so that's a month and a half ago. That video has 91.3 million views now on Instagram. What? Some kid asking me some random questions I had no idea he was gonna ask me. But guess what? I guess people wanted to hear the answers. So your ideas will eventually spread if you'll just do a good job. This is the fastest way I know of to make crazy money part-time. So how else can we spread ideas? Well, one of the ways that I'm gonna spread my solutions is my daughter and I, we're in the process of creating an automated masterclass that will teach a concept and then upsell to another concept. I believe once we launch that masterclass, it will generate eventually $500,000 to $1 million a month. Why? Because I've already built the brand over time. So now when we insert something into the brand, it just takes off. So I trust that this video has helped you. I don't want to just get on YouTube and make a lot of noise. I don't want to just get on YouTube and get real animated and overheat myself and then ask somebody to cool it off in here. I really want to, like, my desire is to help you. And by the way, it's not just because I'm such a great, wonderful human being who's so giving and generous and awesome. I mean, I am that way sometimes. But the other reason is, I know if I can help you on YouTube figure out how to make your life better financially, you will eventually find your way back to me to buy something else. Yes, I said it. I'm very transparent. Yes, I want to help you make more money on YouTube with my community service content so that you come back and buy a book, or you come back and buy a course, or you come back and buy a coaching program, or you come back and join a mastermind. You can do any of the above, all of the above, or none of the above. I did my part. It's your turn to do your part. Thanks for watching this video, and by the grace of God, we'll see you on the next video. Stay blessed by the best.
Weniger Zucker in deinen Nestlé-Lieblingsprodukten. Von Nestlé.
L-Vital Hydro Hyaluronic mit Hyaluronsäure polstert die Haarfasern auf für 10-mal mehr Feuchtigkeit.
So many people ask God for things that he is not going to give them. And today I'm telling you, stop asking God for money. Stop praying for money for your rent. Stop praying for money for your car payment. Stop praying for money for your retirement. Stop asking God to give you money. Stop asking God to give you wealth. Why am I saying that? Because two things. Number one, you can't do God's part. Number two, he won't do yours. The children of Israel were getting ready to go into the promised land after coming out of Egypt. And this is what Moses wrote. Deuteronomy chapter 8, verses 11 through 18. It says, beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God in the keeping of his commandments and his judgments and his statutes, which I command thee this day. Lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein, and when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied, then thine heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt and from the house of bondage, who led thee through the great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents and scorpions and drought, and there was no water, who brought thee forth water out of the rock of flint, who fed thee in the wilderness with manna, which thy fathers knew not, that he might humble thee, that he might prove thee, to do thee good in thy latter end. And thou say in thine heart, my power and the might of my hand have gotten me this wealth. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee the power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day. The scripture says, God told the children of Israel, don't make the mistake of thinking you did this thing by yourself. He said, God is the one that gave you the power to get wealth. Now, God gives us wealth in the same sense that he gives us food to eat, but he doesn't put it on my fork and stick it in my mouth. How many of y'all tracking? So, yeah, God feeds us. Yeah, God takes care of us. But God said, I'm going to give you the power to get wealth. I'm not going to give you the thing I gave you the power to get. That's why I gave you the power to get it. But don't forget that I gave you the power to get it. And I didn't give you the power to get it just so you could have it. I didn't give you the power to get it just so you could drive a nice chariot or car, depending on the age in which you live. I didn't give it to you just so you could wear nice clothes or live in a nice house. The reason I gave you the power to get wealth is so that I could establish my covenant, which I swear to your fathers. God said, I am giving you the power to get wealth because of me, not because of you. What is a covenant anyway? What is a covenant? Yeah, so it's so interesting that we read all these words in the Bible, and we don't know what they mean, and yet we don't look them up. Don't we want to know? Don't we care? What is a covenant? Well, the word covenant means to cut, which is kind of fascinating in itself, isn't it? That the word covenant means to cut. Like, what am I cutting? Well, when two people got ready to enter into covenant, they would both bring an animal. They would kill the animal. They would cut the animal in pieces. They would stand back to back, and they would walk in a circle around those animals and come back face to face. They would take a knife in their left hand and cut their right hands. They would put their hands together. They would bind their hands together with a rope. They would exchange blood. They would become blood brothers, or they would establish a blood covenant. They would exchange covenant names. Do you realize that this is why, you ever go to a wedding and they have the bride and the groom put their hands together, they put a napkin over it? That's what that's a picture of. It's a picture of the covenant. So, did you ever wonder why the wife takes the husband's name? Because that's part of the covenant. You're not a part of your father's house. Now you are one with your new spouse, right? And so you say, Myron, so what does cutting have to do with this? Well,